Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Data Sim live stream. It's the 19th of May 2024, 5 minutes past 4. And of course, this is another members only group flight, our 53rd members only group flight. Here we are in East Africa. We're in the capital of Sudan, Khartoum, I think it's pronounced. I think it's currently ravishing with civil war. It was in the news last year as this airport being bombed and partially destroyed. Unbelievably, we do have some ATC here as well, which is quite nice to see because I wasn't expecting any as well. We're flying to the capital of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, which we streamed out of on Friday when we flew to Kenya to Nairobi. But we're in the next sector here as well. Great little number as well. We had a last little flurry of bookings on here. I can see Alpaca 72 flashing their lights there as well. There's around 22, 23 of us, which is nice to see. Especially, it's such a lovely, nice day here in the UK. I'd fully understand if you wish to sit outside on this lovely sunny day. But I had this penciled in for the group flight a few weeks ago. And I'm 12 hours behind live time, just like I was the other day, so we can enjoy the sunrise and Ortho 4XP I downloaded for this sector. Anyway, who have we got here on stand? I've got Alpaca 72 flashing their lights. It's really cool when it does that in X-Plane. We've got Alpaca 1145. A lot of Airbuses again, which is alarming. ZIBO MOD here I am. I don't even know what this stand is. They didn't have any numbers on X-Plane. I have to look at Navigraph. Alpaca 56 mics here. 8 Charlie Mike. 696 an aircraft who's not an Alpaca 1. BDR 613 and a whole flurry of aircraft here. I think there might be a static model Alpaca. Oh no, it's an MD11. Sorry, Alpaca 8175 and Alpaca 270 here as well. There's no METAR at this airport, seeing that it's probably closed in real life, but I think X-Plane's given us an area QNH and for wind based off the surrounding area as well. So we expect to depart at runway 36, around an hour and 20-minute flight time for us today in Group 1, departing from Khartoum. Of course, the other group departing from Nairobi in Kenya. So excellent. I'll zoom on in towards the ZIBO MOD. Who have we got here today? Got a few members. I hope we have a few members. Should all be only members. We've got Aki, who was here at the start of the stream. Thomas 13. I hope you're doing well. Can't make it to watch stream live. Wish you all a pleasant flight. Thanks for popping in just before the stream load to say hello. Really appreciate that. Wrong with the volumes here. There we are. I'll turn down the GPU. Who else we got? Razin Zaki, you're coming in. I think it was Kuala Lumpur I saw on Flight Radar, which is pretty cool. We've got Plainly here too. Gary Field, hope you're doing well. Liam, that's a shame. I just saw that. Yeah, last minute problems. Yeah, I had a slight delay with mic issues with Streamlabs, so I had to reset up that, which was a couple of minutes late, but sorry that you can't take part, buddy. Thanks for your effort nonetheless. Timmy Plays, good evening from Sydney, Captain. Hope you're doing well. Lee Russell, Mavericks, Greg, Edo's here as too. Brendan McCree, Astro Jew as well. I've just been for a flying lesson, nice conditions, but a notable haze which obscures the horizon. Yeah, it's sort of that weather where you get all the pollution trapped with the haze as well. But yeah, it would be a nice day to go flying. Yeah, it's around 21 degrees outside here. I've been pottering around in the garden, washed my car this morning, and I've got my Tier E ground school course starting next week as well, but it might be a bit of a delay for my sims, I've heard, because now I'm an LTC, really busy. They want me training on the line as well, so no problem with that. The longer I wait, the better. It gives me more of a chance to prepare to become a TRE. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. We're due out as usual at 30 minutes past the start of the stream, so 15:30 Zulu, so I'll get the aircraft powered up here, battery on, GPU is on the bus. What I'll do, I'll tune up, we have a few online frequencies now. Oh no, I think that's a centre nearby, but we've got approach online, Khartoum approach 124.7, so we'll tune that up and we can hear you guys getting your clearance in the background. So 124.7. Can you guys hear the traffic on the road outside me? It's a motorbike just put his foot down, but I've always wondered since I've moved house whether you guys can hear that. But there we are, there's the ATC turned up. Battery on GPU, electric hydraulic pumps are on. Landing gear lever is down. We then check all the aircraft documentation and the ship's library to make sure everything is all in order. Emergency exit lights will arm. Push the attend button. Let's now go to sim brief. Our operational flight plan, which is in Discord, is here. 7.6 tons is the block fuel we'd request. I'm going to take an extra 30 minutes today because I don't know how the ATC is going to be dealing with all the traffic. So 7.5, so 8.5, 8.7, we'll call it 8.8, that's an extra 30 minutes of fuel. So let's grab the flight plan first, or the thing I downloaded from Navigraph, and I always forget where it is. It's fuel weight balance, airside services, load OFP 88 on the fuel, activate. There we are, that starts the refueling and the boarding right now, so there goes the refueling. We can't put the seatbelt sign on yet because we don't have the... oh, there's the really loud cleaners in the ZIBO mod again. We'll shut that door. We can't put the seatbelts on until refueling is complete. You can't hear the traffic. Can you guys not hear what's going on VATSIM, Mavericks? What is the soon-to-be TRE drive? I might have said that wrong, Brendan, but I'm soon to become, hopefully, if I pass, a type rating examiner at my operator. So I've started my ground school course for that. I start that next week. Right, there's no one talking on VATSIM right now. I'll let you know when people are talking on VATSIM so you can hear it, and then you guys can let me know in chat if you can. Let's do the fault and fire tests first. So there's no one talking at the moment on VATSIM. Fault APU detector in op, master caution overheat detector. Let's do the fire test. Fire warning lights, we've got 3 wheel well light, engine overheat light. Overheat detector, 5L, master caution. I was half tempted to try the X-Plane beta today, but oh, there's VATSIM. Oh, the motorbikes. Oh no, the traffic outside. Very good, so you can hear VATSIM. Yeah, motorbikes sometimes go fast. It's really loud, but I think this mic's quite good. The one I use on my headset, it's dampening out background noise. But yeah, I can definitely see that VATSIM's being picked up by Streamlabs, so that's good. So, cargo fire test is... so we've done the fire test there, we've done that there. Config warning check. There's 2 tons, I begin to recognise all the members' voices. Mic selectors on 1. Radar and aileron trim is 3 and 0. Check the gear extension door. Circuit breakers are all in. Voice recorder on. There's the loud cleaners. Bit longer for the stall warning test. IRS to nav. I actually had this since my last group flight. When I flew on an aircraft and I did the stall warning test and it didn't work. This is quite interesting. So we did the stall warning test briefly. It didn't work, so we called the engineers. And there was a fault with something called the ADIRU, the Air Data Inertial Reference Unit. And the fix, like with most things, what do you think the fix was to fix the ADIRU? Let's see if you can guess what the engineers did, and it did fix it. It fixes 99% of problems most of the time.
Flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Perfect. But he did explain, had he not done the fix, we would have pushed back and then we would have probably had CDS fault enunciate as well. Yep, turned it off and on again, exactly. So we powered off the aircraft, turned off the battery, waited a minute, turned it back on, and it worked. Which is, most of the time, these little issues can fix them. So the fault came back as minor. The fix in the MEL was turn it off and on again, so we did, and it worked and had no issues with it all day. So yeah, that was the first time I ever had that. Sorry, I'm getting a bit dizzy there now, making you all dizzy. So yes, you need to wait 4 minutes, but you can see it's working now. Circuit breakers are in, check the tech log, aircraft is fully serviceable. Good, so there's no ATIS here. As I said, there's no METAR available at this airport. X-Plane is sort of saying this. So it's clear skies, visibility 50k, wind 032 at 7, so we'll depart off 36, QNH is 1004, so we'll set the QNH now, 1004. 1004 is set, and we'll now load up the FMC, MFRA, sorry, I forgot to set. Oh yes, so did you see my YouTube shorts on the baro minimum selector? It is spring loaded, look, it works here correctly. The way it increases though isn't that accurate, it increases in 10 foot increments. Maybe I could get ZIBO to change that. So when you hold this down, it only increases in 10 foot increments. When you let go, it's always at the nearest 10 feet, and then you make small changes afterwards. To fine-tune it, but at least it's sort of the animation of the spring loading is quite accurate. So MFRA is set, load up the FMC. So ident pos. We are in Khartoum, which is Hotel Sierra Kilo. First ever time flying in Sudan on any live stream, and we will request the flight plan as well. QNH is 1001. Is that what they're telling? Okay. Yeah, that probably is more accurate. What X-Plane's giving. There we are, loading the flight plan. Alpaca 3 Alpha Alpha will activate, execute. cruise wind uplink ready as well, which is pretty cool. It's boarding already complete, so that was very fast. Departures, 36 expecting the HAAB 2 Bravo, so we'll leave that in. And for the arrivals, I will put 07 right. Now, for all of us flying into Addis Ababa in your Airbuses and Boeings, it's going to be 07, and we're going to have to fly an RMP approach of some sorts. So I'll just go for RMP Zulu for now. I think 07 right is open, and 07 left is closed. We'll have to get closer to get the ATIS, but let's plan for is it RMP Zulu 07 right. A wash transition, if I remember from checking the charts earlier, and a TICAT 1 Alpha. There we are, execute. Let's just check for any discontinuities. I'll put two. Oh no, we already have 220s for the 220 knots for the initial turn. There we are, looks good. Elevation, don't get caught out today in Addis Ababa. It's very high elevation airport, the one we departed from on the public live stream. It's like 7,500 feet, so you've got to really think about how to manage that. Index, so no, I need to do performance next. Index perf. 0 fuel weights in, 55.8. That cross checks what we're expecting, 55.8. Our alternative is Djibouti. We need a whopping 3.3 tons to divert there. Cost index at 30. We're cruising at 37,000 feet. Top of climb wind we can put in 243 at 33. Top of climb ISA is 11. I'll execute that. I have no performance data for this air, but 43 degrees! Oh, flipping heck, I didn't realise that. Let's get the APU started. Oof, that's unbearable. Yeah, you can already see, look. Passenger cabin temperature 40. Sorry about that in the back, ladies and gentlemen. I no doubt would have started the APU sooner had I realised. So, APU start. I forgot where I was now. Performance then, yeah, wow. So 43 degrees is incredibly hot. It's quite a long runway, I think. Let's have a little look now. 3,000 meters. You know what? I'm going to go full 26k today because the density altitude here is going to be really high with that temperature. So full 26k. Takeoff flat 5 CG is 5.5 units. X-Men is not at all a Khartoum. Oh, where's Wheel? That's poor. Get your coat, as you said. Very good. 144 V2 set. Full 26k, but you can see because of the temperature, you know, it's the actual thrust output will be quite low. Right, APU's available. We need to wait 2 minutes before we can use it as a source of APU bleed air. Yaw dampers on, nav transfer display switch is normal auto, fuel, 4 pumps are on. Actually, we're going to have a ton in the centre, so 6 pumps on. Seatbelt signs on. We turn the window heat on even if it's 43 degrees. Trim air's on, packs auto. Yeah, I've got to get that temperature down, so APU bleed on. Elevation, yeah, really high, isn't it? It's Bole International, Addis Ababa. It's 7,620 feet. Crikey. Alpaca 1145, stand 028, request push and start. And there we are, 7,600. That will do. Lights are all set. We can turn off the logo light. Flight director's on. Cruise is 370. That is set to the runway heading QDM 357. All the brakes are RTO. Reset fuel flow. That's all set. Trim. Did I set the trim earlier? I didn't. 5.5. Perfect. 5.5 set. And score will just put to 2,000 until we get our clearance. Cool. There we are. Oh, X-Plane's done its upside down thing. There we go. Right, let's grab our clearance. We'll do some pre-flight briefing. We'll just check the oxygen. There we are. And light test as well. Good. Nice cool air coming into the cabin whilst it's 40 odd degrees outside. And don't forget we are streaming 12 hours behind live time, so the reason was it was going to be a night-time approach and landing, and I downloaded all the ortho the last few days, so I wanted to enjoy it. Leo, I see your point regarding stuck some duct tape on it. Unbelievable comment. Brandon, with the IRS switches, do you have to pull them down and twist them to turn them off? So yes, into nav, I've only done it 1,000 trillion times. Yeah, you have to pull it out of off to get to nav and pull it out again to get to attitude. For off, you've got to pull it out, yeah. So you can't sort of do it automatically, basically. Shaky said, hi Captain, sorry I couldn't depart with you. I'm inbound from Stansted. 900. I got your DM. Sorry, I didn't get back to you. 960 miles to go. Hopefully, see you all on the ground at HAAB. Why don't you go offline, Shaky 69, and put time compression on? I mean, let's say I take off in 25 minutes, so I'll be getting in at about 0, so 17:15 Zulu roughly. Put your time compression on. As long as you're logged off of that sim, if there's no ATC, that's something you could do. If you're willing to break your realism for a second. Excellent. Yeah, on my last visit to the flight deck, the captain was struggling to turn them off. Yeah, they're quite tough. That's another thing I could record maybe from the Level D sim. People are liking these little shorts. Cool. Let's grab the clearance and see what's what, because I have absolutely no idea what stand we're on. Explain didn't show any stands. Maybe this will help. Oh, it does. We're on stand Sierra 24. Very good. We'll go with that one. Great to have some ATC for departure. Here's the sunrise. Oh, it's a 747 appeared at 86 Zulu. It's busy on apron here. There we go. Let's grab our clearance. Let's make sure my push to talk button works. Yes, it does. Khartoum approach. Good evening. It's Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Stand Sierra 24. Request departure clearance to Addis Ababa. Is that pronunciation correct?
Alpha has taken on the radio cleared to destination. This flight flight plan route Gear up to Bravo departure. Runway 36, climb flight level 280, squawk 1256.
Cleared to Addis Ababa off the Garab to Bravo, runway 36, climbing flight level 280, squawk 1256, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha.
53 Alpha Alpha, is that correct? KH 1011. Correction 1001.
1001 Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Perfect. My explain Tom says 1004. Mine as well, David. Yeah, because there's no METAR here in real life, I think what X-Plane has done is tried to take an average of the area instead of using the METAR. So I'll just go off what the controller's using. I think in our sims it is 1004 though for sure. Good, so we'll set the squawk 1256. I've just remembered I haven't set new sky flight 280. And let's just set up my new sky in the background because I think it's turned on. There we are, so let's book a flight. Free flights, Alpaca Airways. We are Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Oops, always forget it starts with the Alpaca. Departure from Hotel Sierra Sierra Kilo. It's Hotel Alpha Alpha Bravo 738. Oh yes, so I'm going to have to put 33 because I think it needs at least 10 minutes, doesn't it? So 15:33. That'll work. 1 hour 45. Oops, I have to put 34. I'll put 35. Book flights, there we are. There's my last flight from the other day. And which one is it? I want this one, isn't it? Scheduled start flight. Cool, that's New Sky up and running. I presume everyone here is running New Sky as well. We'll have a bit of competition. I'm only looking for 10s, you know, 10s. Domino Mosina, if I win today, I'm going to use the $50 gift card to buy the Flight Factor 772, which is quite expensive. Yes, I think there's some weird way of people not getting it. I don't know. I wonder if anyone's actually going to buy it for that price. I've seen them do that before. Alex, hope you're doing well. First time being able to catch a members-only flight, not joining you on VATSIM, but looking forward to watching here. Very good, Alex. Thank you very much for popping in today. Yes, I've updated the streaming platform now, so you guys get notifications. It's streaming as a YouTube members-only video. It does mean that certain moderators can't go in, which is a shame, but I've got to balance that with the ability for you guys getting notified to watch live as well. So No, is it going to be $200, Mavericks? Flipping heck, I hope not. With all the add-ons and things. Crikey. Domino Mosina, don't worry about the awards too much. Who left the MD11 out of the 53rd MOGF challenge? Don't know. Babe Jim this time. Right, anyway, we've still got 5 minutes till we're due out. We've done everything except our briefing and then we'll do the checklist. So we'll push back to face south, and we can expect to vacate or enter the runway via Golf. I don't need to backtrack. I've got a full 26k. I have no performance data, so I'll take Golf figures imaginary, and hopefully full 26k is enough with this high temperature and massive elevation. Well, it's not too high. It's about 1200 feet. That's the taxi routing. We've been cleared on the Garab 2 Papa, which is an RNAV SID. Very straightforward. It says climb on 336 on track to Sierra 702, Sierra 702, and then it's a right turn Sierra 712, max 220 knots, be at or above flight level 110 if I'm able, advise ATC. There's the right turn, 220 knots, 110 above, and then it's 18 mile track to 714 and 27 miles Garab. I've got the runway heading set to the courses, and we've got the VOR on the airfield active, so if we come back we can just redirect to the airfield. There we go, that is all set. Excellent. The sim was departing. I don't know if I've missed any takeoffs at all. There's the sun rising in our sim. There's the 747 pushing back. We've got Alpaca 72 who has backtracked, and Alpaca 1145 ready for departure. Let's run our checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks. Checked. Maintenance status. Checked. Battery. On. Electric hydraulic pumps.
Hi, Passenger Escobar. Hope you're doing well. Hope your flying is going well on the NG as well in real life.
Checked. Safety inspection checklist complete.
Let's do the 4 start checks to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins.
Removed.
Light test.
Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Yaw
I see someone
damper.
taking off. Look at the shadow.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Alpaca
Fuel.
72 didn't need RD runway. Very good. Safe flight, safe flight. Right, oh, what's happened to my... Oh, my shortcuts to get back into the cockpit aren't working. What's happened to my numpad? Oh, that was weird. Fuel, we require for this sector 7447. We have 8.8 on board.
Checked.
Fuel pumps.
6 pumps on.
Cabin util IFE galley power.
On.
Already back in the sim for the proficiency check.
Arm.
6 month, very good.
Fasten belts.
It goes quick, doesn't it?
Window
I
heat.
swear I'm in the sim every week
Air
for my own check.
conditioning.
Pegs auto. Bleeds on.
Pressurization.
So we have 370, 7,600 for our destination.
Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Just
Parking
a quick
brake.
check. There
Set.
we are.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
They are set and standby.
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
As discussed.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Discussed.
PA.
Complete.
Complete.
I can't speak
FMC CDU.
Sudanese. I don't know.
Set.
N1 and IAS bugs.
N1 and IIS auto. V-speed set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
Checked.
EFB.
Airplane
We
mode
need
and
a
stall.
OPT in
Phones.
this.
Off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
because the PMDG
Close.
has a really good
Doors.
one.
Closed.
Passengers.
Seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Perfect. So we are due out in a little over a minute. Wearing is complete, and the flight deck lighting is still a bit balked in the sim. Cannot wait for that to be fixed. If it was this bright out here now, I mean that it'd even be brighter than this, but that view, phew, very dark. No beta, Greg Scott. I am considering it. Last time I used a beta, I had issues. It's really put me off from trying it. Is it, Greg, is it as easy if I've got the normal version here, if I just switch to the beta, I don't have to do anything else, it'll all work just as it is? What happens if I want to go out the beta? I did consider it today, but I didn't.
Good, I was blocked. Alpaca 860, confirm able for long push.
How's that GPU shutting off? push. We'll just wait a few more seconds. Well, actually, I think yeah, because I'm running live time. I'm not running live time. I think I'm lagging slightly behind Zulu. The actual time is now 15:30, so I'll request push and start.
Alpaca 56 Mike, straight pushback approved. Straight pushback approved now, Alpaca 56 Mike.
And Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha stand 24 Sierra 24 request push and start.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, straight pushback approved.
Straight pushback approved. Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Straight push then.
Alpaca 86 Zulu, long push approved to complete behind taxiway.
A lot of airports use straight push.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Perfect.
Long push.
Is it not? Is the tug not here yet? I've already called for the tug.
613 come to Khartoum 125 Squad Marcelo.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving
I
up.
thought it was already here. Oh dear.
Before start checklist below the line, air conditioning packs.
Approach Alpaca A1.
I've got some ATC to have. Very good. Yes.
Off.
I didn't even know we'd get
Cartridge.
ATC for Sudan.
Transponder.
Out of.
Before start checklist complete.
Come on, tug. I thought I'd ordered that already.
Alpaca 8175, push approved face.
Usually you'd
clear
start
taxiway Bravo.
pushing back, but I'm going to start the engines down.
Push start approved, face south, clear taxiway Bravo.
So I don't
Alpaca
delay for
8175.
taxi. And 2. Hold pressure. And 1.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Quickly. Razin might land just before the rush hour. Ah, yes, from Kuala Lumpur. Sir.
Alpaca 1145.
How long you been airborne now, Razin?
Alpaca 1145, leaving 4,500 for flight level 280. Alpaca 1145, starting phase identified. Continue flight level.
Started it out. One trigger engine number 2. 2463. 2 stable.
Continue climb flight
And now
level
when it's
280,
really hot,
Alpaca
we can do the
145.
isolated pack operation start. So if you close that, put the right pack in auto, you get engine number 2 providing conditioned air into the cabin, and then you can use the AP bleed to start engine number 1. Use it on very hot days, just to get some cool air into
So
the cabin.
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
There we are.
Starting pushback.
So we'll be ready to taxi. Now, it's quite good how it just said starting pushback, even because it recognises I've already started the engines. 7.5 hours since departure, Razin. Very cool. Now, start a car, one string engine number 1. 1 and 2 stable. Perfect. Wouldn't usually do this with the so early on the pushback, but I've configured the overhead panel. We just will wait to move the flaps and flight controls until the tug's been disconnected. Busy here.
Alpaca 8 Charlie Mike, stand Sierra 20 request taxi. Connection request mission start.
Very busy on this little apron. Oh, I've jumped the queue! I feel guilty. Get everything done as quickly as possible. In fact, flight controls. Well, no, I should be doing this with the tug pushing back. It might cause issues with better pushback as well. Looks like it's nearly done then. Where are you going?
Alpaca 270, contact Khartoum 125.4 Bole.
Khartoum, how do you pronounce that? Stop pushback. Stop pushback. Oh, I've got a lot of ATC here.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Ready to taxi. Alpaca 56 Mike, stand by.
Perfect. As soon as you've disconnected, as soon as he's disconnected the tow bar. Well, no, there's no tow bar. As soon as he's disconnected the pin and moved away, I'll do my before taxi checklist flow for the flight controls. There he goes. lower DU, and we'll do the before taxi checklist now. This is
Before
not
taxi checklist.
correct,
Generators.
but just to keep the flow.
Echo is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand
Continuous.
signal will be on the right.
On.
We'll see you next time and have a great
Air
flight.
conditioning.
Thanks, Brendan.
PEX auto, bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Flaps.
Not again.
Very good. I was just testing everyone, and well done, Brendan, for spotting that. And that is why we don't do the before taxi flow whilst being distracted by ground crew.
Flips
All
5
those
required
things.
and selected. Green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Starts levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Alpaca
taxi
53 Alpha
checklist
Alpha,
complete.
request taxi.
Alpaca 53 Alpha for taxi via Delta, backtrack, runway 26.
Taxi via Delta, backtrack, runway 36, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Perfect, so parking brake released.
56 Mike.
Config.
Follow company Boeing 737,
Ooh,
taxi
that's
via
weird.
Golf, hold short 36.
I think that could be a sim thing. There we are. No config warning
Company
or.
traffic, taxi via Golf, hold short, runway 36.
Oh, nice shadow, look at that.
Alpaca 8 Charlie Mike 1 speedy, company Boeing 747.
So via
is,
Delta,
left
so
right,
we're going to take this next left, enter, backtrack, line up and wait runway 36.
Taxis, straight pushback.
Oh, that's nice with the sun, the shadow. It's just a bit mustardy yellow, that's the only problem.
Welcome.
Oh, someone subscribed. Pedro. And Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Just confirm we are clear to enter via Delta lineup backtrack 36. It is Delta on the.
53 Alpha, that's correct.
Perfect. So it is Delta on the charts here, but hotel in X-plane. So I think it just needs updating. So being clear to enter and backtrack. But we best do the before takeoff checklist first. Now, my operator, we can't enter an active runway if the cabin isn't secure yet. Obviously, in the virtual world, there's no one to say the cabin is secure, so it's okay. But I'll do the before takeoff checklist to the line now.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flips 5 set. Green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Takeoff briefing.
So, just backtrack here. Pax Auto, bleeds on, V speeds are set for departure. We have 137, 139, 144 set on the MCP. QNH is 1004 in the sim, but on ATC 1001. There's no real life weather, that's the issue we discussed there. The departure is the Garab 2 Bravo. Climbing straight ahead to Sierra Sierra 702, right to 180 degrees pretty much. Stop climb flight level 280, NADP, we'll treat it as NADP2, we'll accelerate at 2,200 feet. Any problems, we'll climb straight ahead, we'll go to 4,000 feet, and MSA in that sector. Well, let's actually have a look at the grid more. It is 3,700, so yeah, we'll go to 4,000 feet. So that is reviewed. And we'll flick this.
Alpaca 860 is ready to taxi.
Timmy, what's the benefit? Why do some airports push straight? That's more for ground crew. It's not an issue for us at all. So I think it's actually more proficient. Right, below the line now. Bit downhill here, so always be a bit careful so the speed doesn't run away.
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
Perfect. Below the line.
Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
Not again.
Uh-oh.
On.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Perfect. I was not expecting ATC in Sudan. It's fantastic we have some. Yes, Brendan, I was testing you again. You've spotted 2 minor errors. Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha ready for departure.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, surface wind 020 degrees, 6 knots, runway 36, clear takeoff.
Runway 36 cleared takeoff, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Lights are on, checklist is complete. What a
Alpaca 56 Mike, ready departure. Alpaca 56 Mike behind the departing Boeing 737 company, flying Golf for enter and backtrack runway 36 behind. Behind departing company traffic, flying Golf and the backtrack line up runway 36 behind. Alpaca 56 Mike.
Positive read. $400.
Okay, 175, taxi by Bravo, hold short 36. Taxi by Bravo, hold short 36, Alpaca Airways 175. Back to 53 Alpha, 34 is passing altitude. Back to 53 Alpha, for radar identified, direct to Kira, flight level 280.
Hey.
Back 860, behind the departing
So
Bole.
flaps on airlines set standard VNAV. Going to Garap. Executes. LNAV is engaged. Now, one of the things that we sometimes consider is when you redirect and delete any speed restrictions at previous waypoints, but if you're already at the turn, I always leave it at the bug speed, otherwise it'll accelerate in the turn. If you get to the target speed, the aircraft then pitches up in the turn. It adds quite a lot of G. I'm not talking like G as in like you'll need to wear a G suit, but if you've just got the cabin crew to stand up, it can be quite uncomfortable for them. So just keep the speed back if you're in the turn. Right, after takeoff checklist. Gears off, water brakes off. Star switches off. Air conditioning and pressurisation. Diff pressure's 2.2. Cabin altitude slowly climbing. Set. Release the crew. And there we are. 7-8 flight level 280. We can now accelerate because turn's almost complete. There we are. After takeoff check is complete. Oh! Oh, hold on. Right, I know what's happened, guys, with yoke cam. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So, I had an issue with the mic with Streamlabs, and I had to reconfigure the microphone, but I think it only does it per scene. So I'm going to have to add it to the other scene. Yeah, I know, that's exactly what happened, basically. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. I don't often test all these things. It's Streamlabs every sort of 2 or 3 months. The mic stops working. It happens consistently. It's just Streamlabs being Streamlabs, so you have to reconfigure it, but you have to reconfigure it for every scene. So yeah, I don't have it on yoke cam. So yeah, easy to fix. I can copy and paste the audio input capture information. So I'm going to copy that now. There we are. Can you guys hear me now on yoke cam? You should be able to. There we are. I've just copied the audio input capture. And just let me know, if I keep talking, is there a smooth transition in the audio whilst I switch different pages and continuously talk? Perfect. Perfect. Cheers, guys. Yeah, it's just one of those things, you just gotta remember to check. It's just annoying. Right, fuel, 4 bumps, lights, APU's off, pressurisation, 3.5 diff, set, grease patches nice and smooth, recall, checks complete. Thanks for that, guys. You're my beta testers. Cool. The scenery looks very good. This is ortho. When will Microsoft Flight Sim get this camera view? I love flyby. Superb. I felt a bit guilty. I sort of pushed the queue, jumped in front of the queue then. So you have Brendan, you're spotting all my areas 6 bumps. That was rhyme repeat response. So you used to having 4 bumps on instead of 6, but yeah, 6 bumps. Make sure you actually check. There we are, bit of a gap here between the departures. Just a little bit of a queue at the whole point by the sounds of it. But, yeah, I think the Jumbo's just taking off now as well. In fact, we might be able to see that if we look at... Wait, hold on. Yes, right hand side, wasn't it? Let's see if we can look out the window at the airport. Oh, it's an American. So it's just going to be... Oh, I can't quite see, I don't think, the airport in that view. Is it over there? There it is. Yeah, look, there's Alpaca. Who's in the Jumbo? Alpaca 86 Zulu taking off. Alpaca 8 Charlie Mike. I can see you holding for departure. So what's going on in Sudan right now? I know it's in a bit of a war zone, isn't it? Now, Brendan, you must remember that I make these mistakes. I do it on purpose, so you guys can spot them. I never, ever make mistakes. Ever. The history of streaming, I've never made a single mistake. Frequency. I hear that. Contact. I'm sorry, just confirm that frequency. Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha.
No, it's Khartoum 1254.
1254 Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Thank you very much, ATC in Sudan today, sir. Bye bye.
Thanks for flight for.
Very cool. 1254. And is it? I'm trying to pronounce this correctly. Khartoum. Khartoum. Where is Google? Khartoum Center.
Khartoum.
Is that correct?
Khartoum.
Khartoum. Okay. Khartoum Center. Hello, it's Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Climbing flight level 280 direct Gerap.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha Khartoum, hello, identified. Climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370 Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Perfect, 370, and that's our cruise. Overhead panel, MCP, and our cruise level.
Alpaca 72, report cruise mark number.
Checked. Hi Francois, hope you're doing well. Good evening, it's been a while. No, I'm a bit late, but congrats on becoming a training captain. No problem at all, Francois. Thank you very much for your kind words. Yeah, I've been about a month and a bit now, so yeah, I've probably, since becoming a training captain, I've done about 3 or 4 training flights on the real aircraft. Obviously my primarily role is as a TRI type rating instructor, so my contract is 3 blocks in the sim and then 1 block flying. But because I'm now a training captain, they're utilising me a bit more, so my next block coming up, back to work on Tuesday, I have 2 days away. I'm out of base doing ground school for my type rating examiner course, and then I think there's going to be a bit of a gap for my sim training. Now the sim training isn't that long, it's actually less than a week that the block of trade to become an examiner, pending successful completion of the ground school and the exams. When that's done, I'll be able to do everything. But yeah, because it's a normal training week in the sim, they needed a training captain available to fly with someone who's also an instructor. As an instructor, he's a colleague of mine, and they've not flown for quite a long time, so they need to get current again. And they're going to become a captain, so they need to do some flying. So it'll be a nice day out for me, because it won't be training a cadet, it'll be training someone who's very experienced, just hasn't flown the real aircraft for a while. So yeah, that's very kind words for you, Francois. It's keeping me busy, but I'm very much enjoying it. And once the TRE course is complete, fingers crossed I pass, touch wood, I will have more time available for you. Ever since I came back as a TRI, I'm very busy, which is fine, and it's the way I like to be. The streaming is already limited to 1 or 2 a week, yeah, it's been a real sort of rewarding experience for me, and my experience just increases all the time, which is great. My knowledge too. AstroDrew, those takeoff rolls at high altitudes take a long time, absolutely. Tyre speed could become an issue, and higher takeoff weights as well, especially for landing. If you had a flap issue and you had to land at a higher speed, tyre speed limitations could come into force. Yankee, you've lost me there. Is this the point that we all say Concorde and gear? Not sure what you're referring to there. Paolo, absolutely hot and high today. 40 degrees and 1,000 feet. Well, in Addis Ababa, it must be hot there. Let's have a little look. My app will also give me my density altitude for the airfield. Oh, it's actually 20 degrees, but bear in mind the elevation of Addis Ababa, which is... can't find it. So the elevation is 7,657 feet. So that's the actual elevation above sea level. The density altitude in Addis Ababa is 9,848 feet. That's very high. They've also got some CBs now. A few broken CBs in Addis Ababa. The forecast is for some CBs around too. So we'll have to be quite vigilant. But you can see the climb performance is already quite poor. We're not super heavy today. So Greg, yes, Sudan has had nearly constant civil war since the 60s. Wow, crazy. I'll try to remember, Brendan. Alex, do you miss flying as much as I used to, or are you equally happy flying in the sim? I enjoy the flying more now, Alex, actually. I was getting to the point where, before I applied for the Tier E role, where I was looking for something different. Flying day in, day out was... I love it, don't get me wrong, but you know, I'd been to all my destinations at my base. I was looking for a new challenge as well, so going back in the sim was the route I took, and it was nice to be offered the role of Tier E, because I actually applied to become Tier I, but they said, why don't you apply for Tier E, because of your experience as an SFI back in 2016 to 2018, which is when I started this channel. And I went, oh, alright then. So yeah, I enjoy the flying a lot more now when I do go out and out and about flying as well. So yes, looking forward to next Saturday. I'm doing 4 sectors training with a colleague of mine. Yeah, yes, Alex, exactly as I used to. Oh, Yankee, sorry. Yes, I click. Yes, I never make mistakes. Referencing my planned low approach go arounds in was it Sao Paulo? Oh, Rio, wasn't it? Rio. Yes. Oh my goodness me! I just saw overheat detector, master caution. What was that, ZIBO? Calm down. That was alarming. Both engines. And now I see master caution fuel. That jumped me forward in my seat. All good. So yes. That threw me off. Yes, my low approach go around where I only flew at 5 feet to the ground. Yes, that was funny. That was. In fact, I wish to find it. For those of you who missed it. Yes, it's the very broken Concorde in X-Plane right now, isn't it? Was it 3 or 4 months ago? Can't have been that many streams ago. I've done a lot of streams now. It's 5 months ago now. Crikey. Where does the time go? My goodness. Let me see if I can find out how to show you. So south 2051. This is 04010. All good there. All good there. I think I just nicked it. Oh, that was funny. Oh. It was just perfect. I mean, it's not even. Oh, if I had the reeds on, it would have looked even better. That was funny. That was really funny. Oh dear, oh dear. All good, all good. There we are, 30,000 feet, bank angle 10. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I'm enjoying it very much. 2 plays should be a good balance. Absolutely. Astro, oh my, took some extra fuel but got a shortcut. Now I'll only be 100 kilos below max landing weights. How much extra fuel did you take, Astro? Or were you in the Airbus? Because I learned not that long ago the Airbus A320 doesn't have the ability to take a huge amount of extra fuel. as opposed to the 737, where even if you have a full load of passengers, you've got some margin usually to take at least usually an extra 1.5 to 2 tons of fuel without getting close to max anyway. I mean, we're going to burn another 2 and a bit tons, so yeah, our maximum anyway is 65.3. Now I'm only carrying 153 passengers on the sim today, so yeah, really limiting. 65.3 tons, Brendan. That's my operator's specific post anyway. They will vary in a few places.
Alpaca 72, contact Addis 125.1, bye-bye. 125.1,
Having a look at
Alpaca 72, contact Addis 125.1, bye-bye.
Actually quite a lot of farmland here, isn't there? What do they grow in South Sudan?
Alpaca 86 Zulu.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Hello, identified. Climb level.
Yeah, I can use Sky, just set it. So there is a way of syncing it with SimBridge, but
Climb level 390, Alpaca 86 Zulu, thanks.
Is there actually anyone we can see going in the other direction? No, not yet.
All stations go to back in 2 minutes.
Cool. Anyone see the Formula 1? However, no, actually, you know what? Let's not, because there might be some people who want to watch it and catch up. All I'm going to say was... No, I won't say anything. I won't say anything. I did fall asleep during some parts of it, that was all. Thanks. So ETA is just over an hour. Ah, Yankee Fox, very good. I won't say anything. Oh, well, it's had its moments. I'll just shut up now. There we are, crawling up to 37,000 feet. About 100 miles now from Khartoum.
Station's Khartoum is back.
Yeah, there really isn't much going on in this part of the world, is there? Just left Khartoum. We're just overhead Wad Madani. Can't really see. Ooh, some weird clouds in X-May. What's with these dodgy shadows? I can't even locate this built-up area. Oh, there it is. Look. This is, can you see on the map here, Wad Madani, just over here. It's quite large settlements. Yes, Greg, I don't know if Greg Scott's still here. I did ask you about XP12 beta, but I don't know if... did you answer my question? I missed it earlier. Bred a very high M1. Yeah, but if that was opposite sea level, that you wouldn't be able to sustain that thrust. That actually would cause problems with the engines overheating. But here the air is a lot less dense, so the engine can spin higher, there's less forces or pressure. But yeah, it is spinning quick.
Center, good evening, Alpaca 8175.
Oh no, Alpaca 470 is out. First my generators failed for no apparent reason without any active failures visible anywhere. And then the sim crashed. I set this one out much your flight. Oh dear. Don't worry, as long as you actively tried to participate in the flight, you're still eligible for the giveaway. It's only if you've not flown at all. So I'll keep you in it. Approaching 1 to go. No airports nearby at all. What's going on with the contrails? I don't know, sort of like go out then in. Like this livery from Jordan. Yeah, Greg, what was the question about rolling back for the beta? I'm not sure how to do that. Yeah, so I don't know if Explain users here could help. I'd like to try the beta because it does seem to have a lot of improvements. The screenshot feature looks quite cool, the graphics improvement as well. I'm obviously not running the beta now, but how easy is it to switch to the beta? Is it in that Explain installer, you just click beta? Does it uninstall this and reinstall it? Do I have to reinstall like anything else? I just want it to be easy. Because I remember going into the beta to opt out, that wasn't an easy process if I remember rightly. And I did sort of say, I don't want to do that again. Shaky69, can I be added to the flying from elsewhere, please? Of course you can. Yes, I guess you didn't ever make the booking, so I'll add you. What I'll do, I'll add you now to the ticker below. So group flight. This is stuff I'm doing in the background here. Text ticker. And I'll add you. What aircraft did you take, Shaky? And what's your call sign? I'll put Alpaca to be confirmed. Aircraft to be confirmed. $789. An excellent choice. You should see it on the ticker now at least. $53 Kilo Romeo. There you are. I've added you to the ticker and I've added you to the giveaway list as well. Oh, I can hear Dylan. That's my fiance's mum's dog who are looking after their own barking. I think Joe's gone for a walk and poor Dylan can't leave the house at the moment because he's just had an operation to have his cruciate ligament fixed. I just like had it plated, but I can hear him barking. I'm checking the dog camera. Oh, well, I don't know if this will work on Yoke Cam, but what I'll do, I'll show you the dog camera. I've got an app called Furbo. Don't know if you guys have. There you go. Look, there's what I can see. Look on the dog camera downstairs. So he's sat there. He's got like a special cone on, so he doesn't scratch it. Not the horrible plastic cone that you get from the vets. He's got a soft rubber. Looks like he's got a car tyre stuck around his neck. That's Dylan. That's not Jack. Jack's not here at the moment, but yeah, his leg. He tore his cruciate ligament. I posted in Furry Friends, but he's recovering well actually. He doesn't take his medicine though, which is a bit annoying. So we're having to like break it into a powder and sort of hide it in some ham. But he's noticing. He's very clever. Whereas Jack is just he wolfs down anything. You know, he doesn't care.
Alpaca 696 flying to
oh, there is.
Level 184.
Alpaca 696.
Alpaca 696, Khartoum had identified.
So we're doing a little fuel and time check at Tikat.
Alpaca 696.
Which is actually the beginning of the arrival into Addis Ababa. It's a massive start. It has a megaphone fitted. Oh, I can hear it barking though.
Alpaca 8175, report cruise Mach number.
Cool.
Mach decimal 83 for Alpaca 8175. 8175, thank you, maintain Mach decimal 83 or greater. Maintain Mach decimal 83 or greater, Alpaca 8175.
Cat says Furbo sounds secure. One what? One only. What's all that, Cat? Is that my Furbo? Have you hacked into my Furbo? I hope not.
Mach decimal 77. Welcome to Mach decimal 77. Enjoy, Mike.
That's scary. I don't know what that's.
This should maintain Mach decimal 76. Alpaca 9. Contact 696, maintain level.
Passenger SKR, where might the next group flight take place?
Alpaca 1145, contact.
Usually around 4 to 5 weeks. I haven't picked a date yet. It usually works around. I always do it at weekends, which is where most people can take part. And I try to do it sort of evening, afternoon UK time, which usually caters for the majority of people. So this time isn't great for people in Oceania and Asia. US, it's early morning, so yeah, it's usually the best all-rounder. Basically, well, yes. They are my personal, was Jackson in my personal Hoover. Cat, what does that mean with that code? You make me worried. Do I need to take off the chat? Can people? I don't want people looking in my house, if they can. I thought it was meant to be secure. That concerns me. Only one CVA. Someone has found a big that allows an unauthenticated remote attack in the Bluetooth network with normal user privileges can exploit the vulnerability to perform command injection. What on earth does that mean? Does that mean I need to turn it off? I've had that thing for about 5 years. No one's. Oh, no. Maybe I shouldn't have publicly. They probably have patched it. Well, yeah, it does have updates. Probably has updates. I was just messaging the event coordinator. He was wondering if he could watch the stream, but I didn't realise it was a members video. So no problem at all. I think he just wants to watch it afterwards. Domino Mosina, I've been on an air show I've been to an air show yesterday, and now I'm hungry for more. Can you do a live stream with like the extra 330 and show us some aerobatic skills? Yeah, you won't. Don't expect anything impressive from me aerobatically, but some of you well know I actually went in the back of an extra 300 about 5 or 6 years ago. I drove up to Northampton, Sywell, where there was an aerobatic display team called the Blades. I don't think they exist anymore now, but my uncle has a good friend whose daughter was a Blades pilot. In fact, she was the first ever female Red Arrows pilot. Kirsty is her name. And yeah, went in the back of an extra 300 in formation with a Spitfire. And fortunately, I couldn't get a ride in the Spitfire, but I got to fly in the Blades in formation with Spitfire. Then we went off and did some aerobatics. And actually, I fared better than I thought I would. Up to the point she said, right, we're going to do the drunk Russian now. I was like, okay. And I'd probably been up to about 4 or 5G, and that was more than enough for me. And then she put this extra 300 vertical, stopped climbing and was hovering, and then basically just tumbled out the sky, full rudder for later on, and I was just like, yeah, don't do that again. And that was it. But yeah, I managed to not feel sick or anything, which is good. Probably because I sit in the plane every day, but it was quite an experience. Greg from the forums, on the explain installer, select update, uncheck get beta, and then it goes back to the stable version. See, I did that last time, Greg. It didn't work. But maybe I'll try it. CVEs are like security node tags for applications and services, means that someone has found a vulnerability, but they can vary widely as to how easy they are exploited. Maybe I should turn mine off.
1245. Thank you.
Oh dear, Dylan barking, but he's no disrespect to my future mother-in-law. Dylan is not very well trained. He's about 9 years old. Jack is golden because I trained him. Dylan is he's okay, his recall's fine, off lead walking, which he obviously can't walk, but when he's left on his own, after his injury, he just barks continuously. Last night, we left him downstairs, he barked for about 2 hours, and we actually had to carry him upstairs with his injury really carefully, just to put him in the bedroom and then he'd sleep. He has separation anxiety, and unfortunately, I think it's a women thing. I think when dogs bark when they're puppies, the motherly caring view was, oh, I must go see them because they're barking. That's the absolute opposite with a dog when they're a puppy. If they start barking for attention, you have to ignore them. You have to ignore them, unless they're clearly in distress or in pain. But then they learn, oh, right, if I bark, you know, you're going to come, I'll just keep barking. And that's what Dylan's doing now. He's continuously barking. I can hear him. Anyway. Ticket's around 60 miles to run. We'll be there in about 8 minutes. We'll do another time of fuel check. We're still in Sudanese airspace. Is that Sudanese? Yeah, that's correct. I should think Tikat's the boundary. Yeah, you can see, look, the FIR boundary between Khartoum and Addis Ababa. Completely flat here. And look how the terrain changes. It's very dramatic as soon as you enter Ethiopia. Completely flat here for now. Very nice. This is zoom level 16. Alex, I recently pushed the fuel used switch the wrong way in the PMDG73 and reset it instead of displaying the fuel used. Does this ever happen in real life? Is there a procedure in place in case this happens? Yeah, you can, in error, accidentally go to the reset button. So if you go to used, it'll show up for about 10 seconds and then go to your fuel flow. You can see, look, we're getting out of range of the VOR. And then back to fuel flow. If you reset it in flight, that's it. You can't do anything about it. There's nothing you can do to restore it. So just, in essence, don't do it. That's it. So yeah, just be careful. That's all you've got to say. But once you've reset it in flight, that's it. It won't be recoverable. Now, if I go on the flyby view, might just see them. You see the contrails, that's for sure. There we are. So we've got Alpaca 56 Mike, 86 Zulu, and 8175 in the distance. There we go. Alpha Bravo 308 on the arrival. Yeah, there's 2 arrivals into Addis Ababa. There's like a straight in, which is what I've planned, tick out 1 Alpha, or the right turn is like a RNAV transition. So we'll see what we get when we get a little closer. So basically the tick out 2 Alpha is longer than the tick out 1 Alpha.
Alpaca 53 Alpha, Alpha contact Addis 125.1, bye.
125.1 Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Thanks ATC, sir. Bye. Perfect. Over to Addis Ababa. Perfect. It's just called Addis Control. Addis Control, good evening, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, maintaining flight levels 370 to TCAT.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, base hello identified. TCAT 2 Alpha arrival, and expect A1 transition on our approach from 07.
So it's going to be the TCAT 2 Alpha, and via the AWASH transition, and expecting the RMP 07 left, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha.
07 right.
Excuse me, 07 right, the RMP 07 right, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Yeah, the 07 left was even closed the other day. Very good. I knew it was going to be 07 right. Right, so just as we were mentioning, it is the slightly longer arrival. So hello stars. Ticket 2 Alpha. Let's go for the RMP Zulu 07. Right, as planned via the AWASH transition. There we are, executed. ETA is going to have added slightly, yeah, we've added about 5 minutes to our ETA. Finally, as you always note the fuel used at each waypoint, you can simply start doing the math from the last waypoint. Well, yeah, that would be the easy way of doing it, but it's far easier just to have a look at the fuel used. But the actual check is the fuel quantity in the gauges at the waypoint, so the fuel used is seldom used anyway. Brendan, when can we expect another Flight Factor 757 stream? I'm probably going to wait for them to release the 777 first, and then try that. Some things I'd like to do first. I've got some of the scenery for LaGuardia from MK Studios. They've sent me a copy of that, which I'd like to fly into at some point. Then, yeah, it's really... I'm waiting for the PMDG 777 to be released. I still want to record a couple of videos, which I said I'd do 2 weeks ago. I haven't got around to doing it. So one on the sidestep approach, and another... I can't remember what I said I was going to do now. Someone wanted something I was going to do it. I want to plan a stage event for the next... in the next sort of 10 days, really. On my next days off, so sort of early... not next week, the week after. So yeah, I've got a few things sort of in the pipeline to cover. Where's top of descent now? What's top of descent all the way over there? That doesn't look right. Really? I've broken the ZIBO mod. 370 here. What's happened to the mod? It's put me at top of descent all the way over there. Alpha Bravo 304. I mean, that's on the arrival. 36 track miles, 46, 56, 66, 612, 18. No, something's broken here with the mod. Look where it's put top of descent. There's no discontinuities or anything, so something's got a bit weird. So it's put top of descent at Alpha Bravo 304. No. You can sort of work backwards from this. So AWASH wants to be at 14,000 feet. Just had the distance 43. Put it 53, 63, 70, 100. Why is it put it there? I'm just going to update that here, just see if that fixes it. No, it's weird. Why is it showing us there? Yeah, that's Brendan. Yeah, I think I will cover LVP, low visibility procedures, as you requested. Yeah, I don't know why the top of the descent's completely changed. 352 miles. You can sort of see it. Look, 350 miles to go. Top of descent is 253 miles, so it's only 100 miles, but yeah, let's just have a little look at this arrival first, sort of tidy it up. So once it's at Alpha Bravo 302 at 37,000 feet, I think something's got a bit amiss here. Let's just roughly see where it should be. 10 miles, 4 miles, 3 times height, we're at 37,000 feet, so around 111 miles for top of descent. So that's where we want to be roughly starting top of descent here, which makes sense. So I have no idea what's happened to the mod there. I mean, well, to be fair, you know what, it's a bit... I think it's just completely made a dog's dinner of this. Oh no, it's completely... Because it's putting me at 37,000 feet, it's massively overshooting it all. Yeah, I've just I thought about Pastor Escobar. I've just updated 370 again. It's going to put 220 knots or below at Alpha Bravo 302.
Addis Control, hello. Alpaca 569, flight level 350, inbound to Capital.
It's brought the top of descent back slightly, but you know what? It could actually. Yeah, that's a little bit. So 204. That's more like it. Oh, look at it's really. Yeah, look how it's look. That's more like it, but it's broken. Look, it's constantly changing. Look, I'm making no inputs. The top of descent at Alpha Bravo 302, 202 miles, and 227. So I'd still expect it to be a bit further back than 302, but now it's. I think I've broken it. It's constantly changing. Let me just update the cruise one more time. Now it's just constantly changing. Wonder what's causing that. Alright, well we'll just have to keep monitoring that. Oh, we're entering Ethiopian airspace. And we've got to do a time and fuel check at Ticat. So we were there at 19 and 6.5 tons of fuel. There we are, so 4.8, 5.868, so we've saved quite a bit of fuel actually. We've used 2.4 tons, 2.6, so yeah, we've saved about 300 kilos of fuel plus the extra fuel we took. It's all good. Heavy set cost index of 500, it said. Oh no, 30, always use 30.
Ticket 2 Alpha, A1's transition for the Arnett Zulu 07 right up 86 Zulu.
I think it'll start setting up soon anyway. At 370 top descent is around 50 before Alpha Bravo 302. That sounds more realistic flying, Walnut. Before I had it on the arrival, now it's sort of switching between on the arrival and halfway down it. So yeah, 50 miles before sounds much more realistic. But it's sort of just... I think it's just struggling with these speeds, and because it thinks we're in the cruise here, it's completely overshooting the RNAV transition. I've never seen that before in the mod. Look at the altitudes changing continuously as well. 295, 311. I mean, it's not changing by much, by about 800 feet, but still, there should be. Top descent should be a lot further than before Alpha Bravo 302. Well, we'll base it from 50 miles from there, so about 100 miles from top of descent, which makes sense. We'll start loading up the FMC now. 250 below 100. This might fix it, hopefully, as well. Forecast, let's fetch the winds from data link. Hi Andy, nice to see you here, buddy. Have I missed much? No, all good so far. That's a few mic issues, that was all. Perfect, that's all this loaded in. I'll just grab the weather for our destination. So 1008 knots, so we're told to expect 07 rights, the IMP arrival. Broken at 7,000, broken CVs as well, 20 degrees, QNH is 1025. Fixings are already put in. Let's just step through that arrival together. Be it constantly changing. Yeah, it's a bit of a bug, I think. So Alpha Bravo 302, 303, it's massively overshot it because it's sort of switching between being in the cruise and not being in the cruise. 303, 304, 305, 306, 307, 160 above checks the FMC. Hey, look, it's Mach, and then 220 knots. I think it's just struggling. I wonder if I put the descent forecast, descent at 250.
Alpaca 8 Papa, can I confirm Riddle 2 Alpha arrival on Zulu 07 right road transition?
Now I've changed it to 250 knots into descent. It's not made any difference. We'll just go back to econ. I don't know what's wrong with it. Anyway, we've got the waypoints laterally incorrect at least. Via a wash we'll go to at 14,220 knots, which is all coded in the FMC. We'll have to enter holding, I guess, at a wash, not being cleared. There's no holding there, it's just this point merge arrival, so we'll keep an eye on it there. Before I brief this chart, let's have a little look here in chat. Flying Walnut, you're almost top 10, great. Alex, quick question, why is the lower D almost darker during taxi and flight? The reason is if there's any exceedance of a secondary parameter, it automatically pops up, and that's really good at identifying an issue with the engines. If it's already on, it can be quite difficult to spot any exceedances. Yep, as Brendan displayed plainly. By the way, related question, in the 789 top of descent only shows a couple of 100 miles before destination. Is that the same in the real aircraft? I don't know about the 787. The top of descent of the engine max is always on display. Just step through it and have a look. It's always there. What on earth is going on with the clouds? Square clouds. Is it Minecraft we're playing? Oh dear. I know there's a big improvement. I mean, the Ortho at least looks very nice. Right. Let's read the RNAV arrival then. So it's an RNAV approach. The final approach course is 071. That says 1 degree off the final approach track, which is fine. So let's just set the courses to 071. Aircraft's not going to use them, it's just merely for reference. We'll intune the Addis VOR 12.9. Again, it's not required for the approach, but it's just something we can use. 12.9. 9. Minimums are 8,070 feet for LNAV, VNAV minima. 8,070 feet. That is incredibly high. This might take a while. Hold on. Also, yeah, another thing, elevation. So, you know what? The top of descent point might not be far off. This one here, there, I think is quite close, because obviously we only need to lose 29,000 feet, not 37. So used to being at 37,000 feet, destination being sea level. But yeah, that top of descent at Alpha Bravo 302 I think is pretty close. This one I think is a little bit too late. And again, it's a bug, but as to the reason why I keep switching between the two. Right, frequencies, courses, minimums are set. We need 2,100 meters visibility. The minimum is going to leave us 455 feet above the ground. So via a wash, fly the approach, a wash to Sembo. Sembo is then a left turn to Durtu. And I think this little dink here is to keep us away from this mountain here. They obviously can't do a straight in because it puts you too close. So from Durtu's max 170, and that's just within 10 miles, so we'll make sure we configure nice and early. In fact, what I might do at Sembo is I'll put 180 knots or below. There we are, so we'll make sure we're flat 5, 180 knots or below here to help track keeping. From Durtu, we can step down to 9,300 feet. To be level by HAAB, which checks. There's Eskut. Eskut is the final approach fix, which is only at 4 miles range off the what's the DME base off? No, the range off the runway. So be careful with the VOR distance. This distance is not being used for the approach. It's just the distance for the VOR. So don't use that. The distance we're going to use for all our altitude distance cross checks will be the top right of the ND. It's important to remember. Eskut then, mandatory 8,880 feet, which is coded. And this is important to check. The slope from the FAF, the final approach fix, to the missed approach point, the runway threshold in this case, is 2.85 degrees. Make sure that matches the chart and the glide path angle in the FMC. That'll ensure it's descending in accurately. It's quite a little bit shallower than standard. It's probably to do with the elevation actually. So 160 knots, 140 knots, around 700 to 800 feet per minute required. PAPI lights do not coincide with descent angle. Pilots are advised not to follow PAPI lights if executing procedure. There you go. So the PAPIs are probably set at 3 degrees. We can actually check this on the airport chart. There you are, look, PAPI angle 3 degrees. So if we're following the approach angle, 2.85, and the PAPI's at 3 degrees, what can we expect to see if we're looking at the PAPIs? Remember, PAPI lights do not coincide. Pilots are advised not to follow PAPI lights if executing procedure. So what can we expect to see if we're flying at 2.85 degrees? Yeah, exactly, Brendan. You're going to see 3 reds, possibly 4 reds. Okay. So as long as you brief that fact that you're going to be following the approach procedure, that's fine. And if you disconnect and want to follow the PAPIs, that's again fine. Just make sure you advise your colleague so you know what's going on. Good. Overflying city of Addis Ababa below 160 is strictly prohibited. Noted. And then what's the city? We've got large square buildings. 07 right to go around and push toga once, go around flat 15 set ground for us, positive and climb, gear up 400 feet LNAV. We're going to climb straight ahead on track 071 to 14,500 feet to Alpha Bravo 022, and there, as directed, all heads to the hold at Alpha Bravo 022. Let's have a look at the performance then. Well, how are we going to configure for this? We're going to go flat 5 really early because of the density altitude. Get down flat 15 around 4 miles, maybe sooner. Set the missed approach altitude at 1,000 feet above the ground. Yes, usual stuff. Let's have a look at the runway here then. It's quite long, 3,800 metres. Let's have a little look at the performance. Burning a ton of fuel. Well, it's constantly changing because of the bug. So let's just call it a ton. Landing weight is going to be 60.7. Feed in the weather to the performance calculator.
Alpaca 782, descend 160 and contact the Bole approach 119.
Just got the ATIS now. Oh, ATIS isn't live. No, ATIS is blank. No problem, we'll get the METAR weather.
Alpaca 270, contact Bole approach 119 at 47,
So here we go, got the weather. Oh, it's just updating on my phone, it's still a little showing it. Still showing an hour out of date now, 33 minutes. So 1008, is there a spare 07 right? 108. Temperature is 20 degrees. 1025. Anyway, it was 60.7. Does this take into account the elevation of the airfield, this performance calculator? I don't think it does. That seems like typical landing performance for sea level airport. Right, I'm going to go flap. I'm going to go flap 40. The reason is because of the density altitude, our indicated airspeed is going to be a lot lower than our true airspeed, so what the aircraft's actually flying. So flap 40 will just slow us right down, and order brake 3. We'll just try to vacate Charlie. I think we could do Charlie. Flat 40 order brake 3 via Charlie. 1,600 metres. Let's try it. Flat 40 order brake 3. Second D10 reverse. Vacate Charlie on stand.
Okay, you can do Alpha approach the ZIBO transition.
I think we're good. Look at it, it's still changing. There we are. Let's do the descent checks.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Brendan, we don't have. I don't have Addis Ababa on our OPT.
Anti-ice. Off. Approach briefing and fuel.
Discussed.
IAS and alt bugs.
Check cancel.
Descent checklist complete.
Perfect.
We're ready to send flight level 160,
Haze here.
Alpaca 810. Alpaca 814, Alpaca 1145, when ready, descend flight level 160.
Some weird artifacts
Level
in
160, Alpaca 1145. Alpaca 220, when ready, descend flight level 160. On conversion speed 270 knots or less. We're ready to tap out level 160 conversion speed.
Oh yeah, my landing altitude is so high. It's my landing cabin out high and the cruise cabin altitude. Yeah, I can believe so. And it will plan, as long as you've set this correctly, to allow for the increased altitude of destination on the pressurization plan scheduled descent. Ah, looking good here. Actually, because it's so hot, I'm going to just check what the temperature is outside. Yeah, still fine. Minus 49. Below minus 40, you need the engine anti-ice on. So we've still got the dancing top of descent point in the mod. Again, the latter... Actually, this is... So, 3 times height, remember? Because the elevation... This is obviously something we don't have to worry about in Europe. But because of the elevation... it's not 3 times height, is it? It's going to be 3 times height minus, let's say, 8,000 feet. So minus 24. So what's 111 minus 24 quickly? It's going to be around 90. Just call it. I'm going to call it about 85. So that's going to be a more realistic top of descent point. And there you go. Look, that's put us a lot closer to the top of descent at Alpha Bravo 302, and the difference there is actually this squiggly line, so that's a much more realistic 3 times the height point. So to consider, oh sorry, navigator's still up. Something to consider when you're flying into another airport. Good Zulu approaches, we've planned a brief. Thanks, Lee. Sorry.
TCAT, can I have the approach there? And you said RNAV Zulu. TCAT 2 Alpha arrival on a...
I just realised the sheer amount of traffic inbound. There's quite a few of us, 22 odd.
TCAT 2 Alpha.
Yep. A1 transition and on a Zulu 07 right.
Perfect.
A1 transition and Zulu 7 right.
I don't know what's causing that though. That's just, I think it's just the way Zibo's trying to work out how to do that curved turn. 87 Pete. I'll go very accurate.
Good evening,
I just rounded it to the nearest 5. There we go. And that's just for situational awareness, really. Let's have a little look at the VATSIM map then. Have we put Addis Ababa in there? Oh yeah, you can see on the VATSIM map there's definitely a... It's a very, very quiet in Africa, apart from East Africa. We've got us going flying in.
Thanks for your help. Addis, hello, Alpaca 53 Kilo Romeo 410, move ahead ticket.
Alpaca 53 Kilo Romeo, Addis, hello, identified.
I don't know if they get this amount of traffic usually. Pretty cool though to see on the VATSIM map. Wicked.
A1 transition, expect on a Zulu approach on the 07 right.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Alpaca 53.
There's all that terrain that you hit as soon as you enter Ethiopia. It's amazing how the contrast from Sudan, which is quite flat. Here's a lot of terrain. Is it due to tectonic plates? Can someone tell me? Clue. Very cool. Well, apart from Zibo having a bit of a change of its mind every second about the top of descent, it's behaving well. It's great to actually have some ATC. About this time, 5 or 6 days ago, I didn't think we were going to have any ATC And the chap who said he'd organise, he messaged back. I posted it. I said, "Oh, any updates on the ATC?" He said, "Oh yeah, you now need to contact this person." I was like, "Oh no." 5 days before, but I contacted them and said, "No, we know you're coming. ATC for Addis Ababa, all sorted. I'll try and get ATC for Sudan." And I don't know if the guys departing from Kenya. I don't know if you had any ATC. I don't know, but we've had ATC the whole way. They're quite limited for controllers here.
Alpaca 696, mark number .77.
So it's quite built up here as well, isn't it? Look at all those sort of fields and there's a lot of waterways here, isn't there?
Flight level.
Earth's that there?
Mark level.
Show the tiles. Cool, I bet it's hot down there right now. Well, actually, probably not because of the elevation, as we discussed. It's amazing how different parts of the world varies outside. Obviously, I've been staring out the window for thousands of hours in Europe, and you see different countries have different ways of doing things, but you don't have anything sort of like this in Europe. What's happened to the lighting in this? It was just changed. Ah, very cool, Mason. You did have some ATC in Kenya. Well, I might request descent soon, just to see if I can fix this VNAV issue.
Thank you. When ready, descend flight level 160.
Approach now, busy, isn't it?
When ready, Alpaca 53
Alpha, when ready, descend flight level 160.
When ready to send, sorry, confirm cleared level, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Didn't hear that.
Level 160.
When ready to send flight level 160, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Right, when ready. We'll leave it a bit longer. We'll wait until the 87-mile ring, perhaps. But to be fair, I think that top of descent on Alpha Bravo 302 is more realistic now, because of the fact that 87 miles is where top of descent should be if it's a straight line. But obviously, look, we're going off to the south for a short while, so it's probably more realistic, the latter one. Yeah, flying time was meant to be 1 hour 20. A little longer than expected. Cool. Well, my app no longer shows the busiest airports on VATSIM. I would like to see if Addis Ababa is in the top 10. Berlin flight had that from last month. The list. It's on StatSim today. No, there's quite a lot of people that use VATSIM, isn't there? Pete's magma and volcanic activity is the reason for the landscape. Wow. Many moons ago, no doubt. Busiest airport. I'm trying to find where the busiest airports on VATSIM right now are. It's only showing the top list for today. I want now. Can't find it. Busiest airports. That's it. I've just got on the VATSIM map. Which one's the best VATSIM map? Is it the SimoAir one? Definitely a very defined line on the whole VATSIM map. You can definitely see somewhere it's being overloaded. Ah, there we are. ETC flights. Popular airports, there we go. Oh no! Unfortunately, there are. I think we must be close. God, look at Heathrow. So busy. Can't. So yeah, actually, the 18th is Portugal, and they've got 21 arrivals. I mean, even Amsterdam's 7th, there's no ATC. Maybe next time. Fat glasses. So many different fancy websites. Crikey, there's so much going on, isn't there? Khartoum Centre is still online as well. I've seen the popularity of FATs have grown in the last sort of three or 4 years, really since Microsoft Flight Simulator. The amount of people using the network now is just, compared to then, it must have been 4 or 5 times as much traffic. Crazy. Doesn't sort of show on that glass is the busiest airport, so I don't know. Just want to see where we were. Cool. Right, well, approaching top of descent 1. What I'm going to do is just start it down and see what's what. Out into vent. No, it's still thinking about it. Even if I start descent now. Oh, lovely Mavericks. Someone spawned on the runway. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not a good sign. Hi Jacob, forgive my ignorance. What author program do you use? I've only used stock. Explain. There are a few results from the Google machine. Is there a best one? I use Ortho 4XP, Jacob. There's a really good video online on how to use it. Let me find the video. Luna's World. There we are.
Hello there guys, Wayne from
Luna's World. This guy shows you how to install it.
Level 160 back 860.
There we are. I'll post this now for you. Watch this video on how to install Ortho. There you go. Ah yes, yeah, live. Maybe I should have gone live time because the sun is setting right now in real life, isn't it? Where, and for me, the sun rose about a couple of hours ago. What's going on with the clouds though? The contrail looks a bit like, why is it so fat? There's like a massive gap between the two. Anyway, about to brake right on the arrival, and look at that overshot. I think it's just struggled with this. Now the top of the descent, look, it's actually moving now, sort of continuously away.
Addis Ababa radar.
Why is it doing so fast? Oh yeah, it's still maintaining decimal 7A. I'm just going to bring the speed back. Yes. Yeah, I mean, look, because of our speed in the cruise, look, it's going to completely, it's a flyover waypoint anyway, but look, it's not going to get anywhere near Alpha Bravo 303, it's going to go because of our speed, and then straight to Alpha Bravo 304, barely. So it's trying to turn inside.
325, that is the riddle to Alpha, arrival on Zulu, 180 right, and...
Look, I've just done a direct. It's really, really struggling with all this. 360. It's really struggled with that. Now I've sort of tightened it up to 384.
Alpaca 45 Tango, flight level 340 to Ocnet with CPDLC.
Alpaca 45 Tango Addis Ababa identified cleared Rudol to Alpha arrival.
Rudol, that's the other direction.
And expect on as Zulu approach when we...
Yeah, that's weird. With the point merge just struggled a lot there. I've accelerated back up to 270 odd.
Tango cleared on the Rudol.
The top of descent's at least sort of stabilised now.
On Zulu for 07 right.
See how it manages this at 278 knots. 100 miles to run, it's more like 8, 16, 24. I feel very high.
To Alpha arrival. And via Arona transition expect on Zulu
But it's not.
07 right.
Let's say again for Alpaca 7 from Papa.
Alpaca 7 use for Papa cleared Rudol.
It is unusual having arrivals like this where you'd still be so high as well.
Expect on Zulu approach when 07 right.
Cleared Rudol to Alpha arrival on Aurora transition. Expect on Zulu 07 right for Alpaca 7.
Hopefully get a bit of a shortcut.
Alpaca 5 J Alpha, Alpha contact Bole approach 119.7, see you next time.
119.7 thanks to ATC, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, bye.
Get Foxtrot 10 right.
Just, go on ZIBO, you can do it.
10 right heading 100. Right heading 100, Alpaca 2 J Foxtrot.
Addis approach, hello, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, descending flight level 160 on the Ticat 2 Alpha.
53 Alpha Alpha, Bole Airway line 95, expect on 0, runway 07 right, descend, flight procedure 14,000 feet, QNH 135.
Descend altitude 14,000 feet, QNH 1025, expecting the RMP Zulu for 07 right, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. So 1025, is that what we're expecting? Yeah, 102, yes, that's right. Passing 31,300 for 14,000 feet, standby altimeter. Okay, you know what, VNAV is probably now not too far off. 127 plus the elevation, yeah.
8100, 10 right heading 330.
10 right heading 330, Alpaca 8110.
Good.
Bole approach, hello, Alpaca 56 right, flight level 230, descending flight level...
So we've got to remember to add 8,000 feet, or subtract 8,000 feet from everything. So we're at 30,000 feet, we're only going to be 22,000 feet above the airport Addis Ababa.
Direct Sambo and exit on Alpaca 3000. Alpaca 3 right heading 100.
See where we are in the sequence of things. Yeah, we just started on the arrival. Look.
Right heading 100, descend.
A few aircraft sort of being vectored around, where Alpaca 1145 is going.
Alpaca 3 direct Sambo. Direct Sambo, Alpaca 230.
Banking to 25.
Approach Alpaca 270.
Look at the cabin altitude, it's stabilised at 7,600 already. So yeah, the cabin altitude's now 0, so it'll work off that, the diff pressure will be 0 when we land. That's why it's very important to put the correct land out in. There we go. Don't know, we've seen the 931 from New Sky, possible pilot deviation here and there. What's the number to copy, Captain? Just talk to chat directly. Explain what happened. Pressure on me is I have pressure every day to get 10. If I don't, you just get banter.
Alpaca 3, Golf Golf, can speak to 7 knots. 220 now, Alpaca 3000.
You're capturing our path now. It does have a little top of descent at 14,000 at a wash, that's fine. That's pretty much the restriction. Oh, so we've got to approach doing everything, I think. Appearing to land, no tower frequency. And taxi as well. Busy approach controller. So just one controller. Seems to be managing just fine. It's just like playing that game, isn't it, on the iPhone? Remember the one where you had to drag the plane onto the runway. Now it's on path, descent, idle thrust, holding the speed quite nicely.
Free speed, Alpaca 2 Juliet Foxtrot. Alpaca 23 Lima speed 180 knots. Speed 180, Alpaca 23 Lima.
Only 20,000 feet above the ground now. Or our destination, I should say. Let's see if I sign on now. Very dramatic landscape.
Lima, after Sanbo descent with the procedure and report established.
With the clouds.
After Sanbo descent,
Flight Control HD, classic cat.
Report after established Alpaca 23 Lima.
I remember my first iPhone was iPhone 3G, and that came out. I think it was like the second generation iPhone. And it had Angry Birds on it. You could barely run Angry Birds. Gen 1 Angry Birds. And then Flight Control was massive when it came out, wasn't it? This game everyone was playing.
Alpaca 5 Clean Alpha direct send for regional procedure.
Route direct to Sembo to rejoin the procedure. Alpaca 5-3 Alpha. Right, direct Sembo.
Alpaca 2 Juliet Foxtrot established.
Right, 1,200 feet high. So it's got to 220 knots. Why is 220? Why is it commanding 206 flaps for?
Well, approach, good afternoon. Alpaca 86 Zulu Heavy descending through level 300. Take 2 Alpha.
So Sembo is here, 10,500 altitude. I'm not sure why it's commanding 206 flaps though. That's weird. So I'm just going to go level change 250.
Alpaca 1145 speed 180 and descent down at 500 feet.
And I want to introduce a little bit of speed brake.
10,500 Alpaca 1145.
Approach Alpaca 72 located at Delta.
I bet. Well, that was for all the cool kids. When I was in sixth form when the iPhone came out, all of them was like, oh look, I've got a beer. Getting holding it up.
Clear to land 07 right wheel.
Yeah, I bet it was the first one, wasn't it? And I had the second gen iPhone. It was the iPhone 3G, and then it was what, iPhone? I've always had iPhones afterwards, so I'm not a massive Apple fan. They are good phones.
Alpaca 1145 10 left, fleet please. Dramatic 330 Alpaca 1145.
There you go, speed brake 250, about 2,000 feet per minute, which maybe with the height, maybe a bit higher.
Descend 10,500 feet at Alpaca 8110.
So that's direct Sembo. It's going to keep us clear of that mountain off to the left-hand side, which, if we look outside, you can see this is the terrain which impacts the arrival.
Alpaca 72 taxi via T5 right, entry Golf, established choice.
Taxi via T5 right, entry Golf and for the choice, thank you. Alpaca 72.
That's Sasha.
Alpaca 8110, speed.
3G, 3GS, 4S. Oh yeah, 4S, wasn't it?
Say again for Alpaca 8110.
So I have an iPhone 13 which I bought new as a treat 2 years ago, and I always buy them SIM only. And I keep it for 3 or 4 years. It's a bit of a contract. Signed him to keep his contract like £10 a month. Vision Thing, thank you very much. 2 years a member. Thank you indeed for your continued support there. I just realised, Kat, you've been member for 4 years as well. That's insane. But thank you, Vision Thing, for your 2 years as a member. What on earth is your profile icon? Is it a sunflower? Can't tell. Thanks, buddy. Hope you do well. Thanks for popping in.
Alpaca 2 Juliet Foxtrot vacated.
So I'll keep it at 250 knots, back on path now. Well, I don't know why it's commanding 206 flaps. I'm going to go back to path. I'm going to keep the speed window open, so it's going to go, so basically what this gives me, that's going to follow the path that command 250 knots. Thrust to maintain the speed. Mike, you've been a member for 10 months as well, thank you very much indeed, hope you're doing well. It's the CD for the band... I've not heard Vision Thing, I'm very sorry, I've never heard of that band. I wouldn't say I'm a music aficionado either, but that's cool. I will look at vision thing after the stream, or listen to vision thing after the stream. Oh, it's your band! That's probably why I've not heard your vision thing. I was thinking of some massive band. You might be some massive band, I don't know. But that sounds awesome.
145, crunching 10. Right, heading 120, direct to Istanbul, region procedure.
There we are. So I'm going to keep it at 250 knots in half, even though it's 206 flaps. There we are. We're 10,000 feet above the ground now, so we'll do our post-cruise checks. Fuel, 4 pumps, lights. No, quite low we're on. APU, angular bank is 25 degrees. Pressurization, 3.5. And it's an unusual picture, but again, look, the cabin rate of climb is completely stable now. It's leveled off at the elevation of the airfield. The diff pressure will keep dropping until we land. So that's all working as we expect it to be. That is set, seatbelts on, recall, checks complete.
1428, you're clear to Doha, Expo, 1 Alpha departure 07 right, flight 340, squawk 5567. Doha, Expo, 1 Alpha departure.
Yeah, that's the terrain, it's the terrain we're on the left. A bit here, but no, it's this.
Qatari 1428.
Qatari?
433 background. Alpaca 3, Delta Oscar descent 10,500 feet, further the procedure.
Descend 10,500 and follow the procedure.
Can you quite clearly see that dead lot? Oh, what am I trying to say? Dog leg, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness. To Sembo, to keep clear of that terrain, to dirty. That's what it looks like on the ND. You can see it. So if AT was to give us direct to the final approach there, it's going to take us right to the mountain. Approaching 1 to go.
Okay, 8110 going around.
Continue runway heading, climb altitude 145.
Someone going around. Close the speed window now, so we're about 220 knots.
1,000 to go.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, request further descent.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha descent, vital procedure 9,300 feet.
Set altitude 10,500 feet, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Perfect, so 10,500 is the minimum December. That's set.
Alpaca 1145, you're cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 07 right, report final.
Back to 250 again.
Cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 7 right, approach, and
28 miles to run, 369. We'll start slowing down shortly. So I won't go all the way up to 250, we'll just do 240. Very dramatic terrain, it's very nice. Oof. Is that to do with the humidity being so high? Lift being generated. I've seen that, those effects in X-Plane for a while.
Okay, 8110, 10 right headed 190, breathe, just full Atlantic 007.
Turn right heading 190.
Bit of an oscillation going on here.
7 right, Alpaca 8110.
What's going on there? That left.
Again, we'll block Alpaca 5 right. Alpaca 56 might descend 4,000 feet, KNH 1085. Descend 4,000 feet, KNH 1085.
Not being clear of the approach.
Negative 14,000
Sembo's coming up.
feet. 14,000 feet, Alpaca 5.
Now bring the speed back.
Qatari 1428, fully ready, push and start clearance. Qatari 1428, push and approved, exit Bravo.
This controller's doing a really good job. He's managing arrivals, takeoff, go arounds, clearances, taxi. Maverick Steve is almost there. What a long haul for him. Where did Steve coming from? Just going to need a bit of speed break here.
Too far right, stop, stand advised to Alpaca 230 miles. Alpaca 8110, 10 right heading 230.
10 right heading 230, Alpaca 8110.
Alpaca 8110, speed 230 lost.
That's still 12,500 feet, but almost on final.
Tango, Hotel Foxtrot, I'm unable to give you a far period of the
Stance. Oh yeah, stance, of course. I knew that.
Speed 220 knots for Alpaca 8110.
Fully approach Alpaca 81 Papa, that's inside of 300, descending 160. Alpaca 81 Papa, approach, hello, descend altitude
Wow, this terrain. And there is Addis Ababa. In this sort of mountain. Or in this sort of like area here. It's crazy how big it is.
Alpaca 2 Delta Oscar, I will establish velocity.
Oh, Edo's right in front of us. Oh, look at us all coming in now.
Continue.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. You're cleared on 0 runway 07 right, descend with the procedure, report exit.
Cleared for the RMP 07 right Zulu, and descend with the procedure, we'll call at exit Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Perfect, just straight away look at the charts. We're going to go flap 1, open the speed window, flap speed, flap 1. And you can sort of see the altitude's already impacting us there. So after Sembo, just to show you the chart, look, we've got to go down to 9,800 feet now, so we can set that 1 mile to the next waypoint. We're going to go to flap 5 because we need to be at 170 knots by dirty, that's the speed restriction, look. There's that little dog leg to get us away from the terrain.
Report established, 860.
Flap 5. Perfect, looking good. After Dirty then, Dirty 170 knots. We can descend to 9,300 feet to be level at Herbu. Gonna go flap 10, look at the speed trends. This is with the thruster idle. Keep an eye on this, because flap 5 it might run away with speed. Speed break and flaps aren't as effective at this altitude either. So a bit of a dirty dive actually. So approaching 1 mile, step down to the next altitude. At Herbu, 9,300 feet.
2,500 to go.
Checked. Done a bit of a dive there, hasn't it? Oh, ZIBO, where are we going? VS. Wow, okay. Well, it's going to level off now. It's not doing a continuous descent. Well, that was completely naughty. Only 1 mile before, it went way below here, and it's leveled off at 9,300. I'm not sure why the mod's done that. And now it's showing me 400 feet low on profile. Wow, that was a bit unrealistic. It's got a few little issues today. So we'll just fly level, so much for the CDA. So after Herbu, we can step down to 8,880, so we'll set 8,900 initially.
Stand of choice, Alpaca 2 Oscar.
Right, 1 mile before the next waypoint, so we can set 8,900 feet. I'll open VNAV again. Speed window open. It's come really low. I know it's remember we can expect 3 reds approaching exits.
Speed
So approaching descent. So 8,100 feet. VNAV path speed interface.
810, make your heading 300 now. 300, Alpaca 810.
Flat 15. Busy approach. Check this start switches. Speed cool. Check speed brake. Arm green light. Landing gear down. 3 green. Water brake 3 sets. Holding on landing flat. Approaching the final approach fix. Which is 8,880 feet.
220 knots, 8175.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, exit.
Bravo 107,
1,000 to go.
Checks. So there's the FAF, 8,880 feet, no flags. Actually checks no flags, flat 30. Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha just past exits.
Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha, thanks. 07 right, clear to land, wind 10 degrees 8 knots.
07 right, clear to land, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Missed approach altitude 14,500 feet, flaps 30. No, we want flap 40, don't we? There we are, flap 40. Quickly run off the landing checklist.
1,000.
Check.
Landing checklist. Start.
So busy.
Feet stabilized, approach altitude set.
Check.
Speed brake.
Armed green light.
As long as it's done by 500 feet with the ground.
3 points.
Auto brake.
Auto brake reset.
Flaps.
Flaps 40 set. Green light.
Landing lights.
Wow.
Landing checklist complete.
Check, disconnecting. So remember, the Pappy's going to be 3 reds, maybe 4 reds. So I'm going to recycle the flight directors. So busy. Not true at all. Continue. And look how high the thrust is here because of the elevation. Can't see the Pappies anyway on this runway. Let's keep this picture.
And cleared for on Zulu 07 right Alpha Gate 100.
100.
Sorry, 1428, request taxi.
Lower the threshold.
1428, taxi drop 1 hold short.
Fairly bit high. Oh, not very good.
Taxi down.
Oh, nicely. Speed picks up. In-flight sim world perfect. Versus normal. 78%. Well, that's the exit I wanted. 100 knots. Cancel the brake. I'll take the next one. 80 knots. 80 knots. That was so busy. 60. Cancel the reverse. Look at the ground speeds.
Approach, get out to the 935, brake on back 8, Charlie right, descent 14.
There we are, let's take this high speed. Whoa, that was a very busy approach. That's a challenging one, see the elevation as well. Now we are vacated at Delta. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Addis Ababa. Well done to that.
Alpha, taxi Delta, T5 right, NQ Charlie, what's the standard choice?
Delta, 25 right, and then stand-up choice. Sorry, just confirm where to exit 07 left, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha.
Charlie 1.
Via Charlie 1 and standard choice. Great ATC, sir. Thanks a lot, Alpaca 53 Alpha Alpha. Bye.
Thanks, flying CLX 9.
That is very, very good. This guy's got plenty of capacity. So, next left onto the closed runway, right on Charlie, standard choice. Very, very, very good. Yeah, that was a super busy approach. I mean, the mod sort of threw me a bit when it was sort of didn't manage that CDA, sort of did a dirty dive leveled off at that altitude. So if I bring the chart up again, oh wait, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was dirty. It dived all the way down really early. So I set 1 mile before dirty 9,300. It went way low and then leveled off about here and level for ages at 9,300, and then we stepped down to 8,900. But after that, it was actually quite well flown by the mod. So yeah, that's a very busy approach because it comes up quickly. The elevation affects the aircraft performance, so you have unusual thrust settings and attitudes. But yeah, the mod wasn't bad. The VNAV had issues today with that top of descent point and did some funky things, but yeah. Anyway, look at that, there's a jumbo coming in. I'll let, that's way too much.
175 for frequency impact,
Nicely done.
170.
Right 170, Alpaca 175.
Just look at that jumbo land. Got Charlie coming up first as well.
Alpaca 81 Papa, you can proceed direct to Delta now from the
this control has so much capacity.
Direct Delta, then cleared on Zulu, Alpaca 81 Papa.
Gotta watch the jumbo land.
Descent 10,500 feet. Descent 10,500 feet.
Oh, he's down. Watch the nose gear. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, I've almost stopped taxiing myself. Good job, 86 Zulu. There we are. Right, I best do my clean-up as well.
Alpaca 86 Zulu, welcome to Bole. Taxifying.
He's loving it, isn't he? Excellent. And look how busy it is here. See, the cabin altitude is showing 7,000 feet. Diffs at 0, so the aircraft has depressurised. Very, very nice. That turned out to be an excellent group flight again. There we are, APU up and running. Where we're going to park then was loads of you here. I might just sneak up next to Edo here. Look at that. Take the gate. Just a continuous stream of ground. Oh, he's actually stopped. That's pretty cool. Very good. Yeah. Let's see if they carry on when we taxi past. Oh look, the jumbo took that exit. Brakes would be on fire. I liked how the ground traffic stopped. I've not seen that before. That's pretty cool.
2142, helping short 07 left, ready for the approach.
Qatari 148, Roger, hold
Perfect.
short 07 right.
Hold short 07 right for Qatari 142.
Entry's available. I won't shut down the second engine because there's such little thrust available up here.
Left heading 040 degrees.
Left 040 degrees, Alpaca 8175.
Thanks.
And 817518, go back to
Take care, November 11 anyway.
Naval direct Simbo 8175.
It's just stock scenery we've used all day. Now, why can't the lighting be like this all the time in X-Plane? That's fine. This is acceptable. It's actually working very well. Right, I'm confident we can stop in time now, so we'll shut the engine down on engine number 2.
All station information, Echo now, UQNH 1026, 1026 UQNH.
He is really good, that controller. Sometimes you get these guys who can just manage everything on their own. And he's doing everything. It's really impressive. Right, there we are, 2 blues, 1 red. Engines are dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the capital of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. We'll open that. Voice recorder on. It's nice cool air. GSX, ZIBO's doing its thing, offloading the passengers, opening the cargo door. Should be approaching an aircraft with the anti-call lights on though. Turn that back down slightly. Anti-call light come off now. Close the flights. And the passengers are being offloaded. I think it's all automatic, isn't it, with the mod? Great! I think it'll be rated to send below 1,000. High rate to send below 2,000. Yeah, well, okay. Fair enough. 5-star landing though. There we are. Cool. I'll close the flight shortly. There's the jumbo that followed us all the way here. Very nice. Worked out very well in the end. And nice to visit Africa again. We don't do many miles here. Cool. Butter emojis everywhere. Cheers, Gary. Appreciate the kind words. The actual technique wasn't very good. I flared a bit too high and then sort of went a bit there. But we buttered. That's all that matters. Janky, staggeringly good job by that approach control. Upon reflection, this wasn't the best time for me to vote an RDEV approach, though. You best check my RDEV approach tutorial, Yankee Fox. Yeah, the ILS is on the other runway. This is how we did on New Sky. Pop out the thing here. What? Oh, come on! No. That's not my fault. That's X-Plane. 9.5 because the altimeter was incorrect. No, ATC said 1001. The sim said 1004. Yes, okay, acceptable. But touchdown well within the acceptable touchdown range. Centerline deviation was very good. You can sort of see how the arrival went. Nice to see. Look at the terrain profile as well. 1,200 feet, just going up continuously en route. That's harsh. That's very, very harsh. Oh well. Let's see if anyone's on the approach. Got Qatari waiting for departure. Got Alpaca 56 Mike about to land. We always like to look at one landing. Oh, that's a dive. I don't want to ask Alpaca 56 Mike what your speed is right now. Oh my god, it's a space shuttle approach. Stabilised approach criteria, Alpaca 56 Mike. Oh. Is that a go around? Oh, I can see Qatari. I can see a Qatari. Oh, crikey, what's going on here? Oh! Go, Qatari, go! Oh, I think Alpaca 56 Mike is going around. I'm not sure. I'm trying to work out where you are on the approach, sir. You've levelled off. Qatari's on the runway. Oh no, we're still going Alpaca 56 Mike. I love that dive. No pressure. It's David. There goes the Qatari. Yeah, that's gonna work.
Airbus A320 Qatar Airways departed ahead, surface wind 110 degrees 1 to knots, runway 06.
You have to make some realistic jet sounds.
One after Alpaca 565.
This is an interesting one. Catcher aboard, Alpaca is on final. We got look at this. We got people on the dog leg around the mountain. We got an MD-11 turning final. Very cool. Watch Day's landing. All sort of just flowing in really nicely. That's looking better. There was a massive dive. Flare. Oh, degrab. A 3-pointer. Nice! Look at the centerline tracking. Very good. We'll look at the MD-11 as well. Well, whilst that's going on, I'll get the giveaway set up in the background. Okay, my own voice off in the background. Right, let's get the list of everyone who's taken part of the group flight.
Approach Alpaca 8175 over exit.
Alpaca 8175, thanks. Runway 07 right, you're clear to land. Surface wind, it's 110 degrees 1 to knots.
Okay, it does this sometimes when I've opened up a window in Chrome, it won't let me select another one. You guys can't see that, can you? No. No, it won't find the new one. Right, I'm still trying to find stuff in the background. You guys can watch the MD-11 land. Why is that not working? I don't know. I have to open up a new source. I'm having issues with Streamlabs here in the background. Oh, MD-11's coming in a bit low. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just getting it all set up in the background. I can't find the thing to open a new program on Streamlabs. I'm meant to be a pro streamer. Window capture, that'll do.
Local report exit Alpaca Charlie.
Window capture Chrome. Add source. There we go. Oh, where did the MD-11 go? I completely missed it. Sorry, guys. Oh, where's it gone? Where'd it go? I was too busy setting up the oh. What's that? Alpaca 8175. Huh? What? Oh, is that? Did we just witness a crash? Oh no! Came in the background. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, wait, someone's... we're here. Someone's here. Right, guys, hopefully you can see this in the background. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that in the background. Oh, sorry, my pro streaming's gone to pot. There we go. Right, let me just copy and paste the list of everyone that took part today. There we go, so you should hopefully see everyone who has participated in the group flight today. Oh, look at us all streaming in now, it's really cool. There we go, so now we've got it all there, yeah, there we are, list is in. There we are, just copied and pasted from Discord. And including the ones who flew in from another airport as well. So now I will roll it so we can determine the winner of the first giveaway. It is Edo. Oh, we won one before. Very good, Edo. Some people say it's rigged to our moderator, but everyone who takes part is entitled to the giveaway. So well done, Edo. I'll roll it again to determine the second winner. It is Calamar. Calamar. There we are. There we are. Amazing. Edo, you saying roll it again? Well, Edo, that's very kind of you, but I mean, I'm happy to do that. But Calamar, well done to you. You can definitely have one to do if you ever want to give away before. I'm trying to remember who we are. I mean, Edo, I've got you here now. I can roll it. You've won one before. I think you've won two, maybe, or certainly a second giveaway. I can do. That's a very generous offer if you do so. And I know you're going to say roll it again now because I've asked, but I will do because you will have messaged me now saying please do, and you would have insisted it. So that's very kind. Edo's letting me roll it again, and I will do now. So the second winner is Brandon M. Congratulations. There we are. That's from Edo. Brandon, that's from Edo. Very generous of you, Edo, who's a mod, and he's let me roll it again. So well done, Brandon, as well, and Callum. I'll get those all I'll DM you on Discord, so we can get these giveaways sorted. Thank you very much, Edo. That's very kind of you to forego that giveaway. I know you've won one in the past as well. So there we are. Look at that. We've got. My volumes are all wrong, aren't they? We've got aircraft after aircraft after aircraft just streaming in here. We've got Alpaca. That's looking like a very stable approach there. Hey, Charlie Mike. Look at that. Nice within the touchdown zone. Bang on the centre line. A little bit right. Not bad at all. Look at the spacing as well. What's that? 7-8. Oh, that's who was that coming all the way over from Stansted, isn't it? Was it the 789? Yeah, that's Shaky. That's a long flight. It's 9 hours. No pressure, Shaky 69. We're watching. Superb. Oh, there's a mosquito in here. I hate mosquitoes. God, I watch Shaky said such a long flight. Hey Fox, well done to both. And Callum is the winner, along with I've got my list already in front of me. Brandon, well done guys. Oh, fantastic! I'm glad that the awards weren't Domino mostly. They're very good. Thanks for taking the time to do that. Really appreciate it. Jacob, awesome! Congrats, winners! I enjoyed the flight. The Feeder 747-200 gifted by Flight Sim. Love these giveaways. You're most welcome, Jacob. Was it last month or the month before? Can't remember when you got that one, Jacob. You're most welcome. It's just a way I can give back for your supporters, members, guys. Ransom, that long flight really gets to you. Yeah, you've had a long flight from Kuala Lumpur. There we go. We've watched several arrivals today. Oh, is he a little bit left of centre line maybe? Oh, he's getting that rudder in. Don't use rudder yet. Don't use rudder. Fly. Don't use rudder. I don't think we've got an Alpaca Airways. It's appeared as a JAL. As if. Nice. Oh, crikey. Bit of smoke, no problem. Nice recover. It's a JAL. That's who I work for. Thanks for representing. Oh, break though. Break. Using all the runway. Nicely done, Shaky. Oh, he's gone for the high speed, very high speed. Superb. Right then, guys, let's call that a day here. Amazing ATC, and I really appreciate all these controllers coming on, because at one point I wasn't sure if we were going to have any ATC 4 or 5 days ago, but a massive thanks to Mubarak from VATSIM North East Africa, who helped coordinate all of the controllers today for the entire group flights. Without him, you know, we would have been a bit buggered. So thank you very much indeed for all of that ATC that was provided. I had continuous ATC, as everyone did from Sudan, which I wasn't expecting. So that's really nice to see. It was a steam aircraft. There was a bit of smoke coming from it. But yeah, that was the latest version of the mod flown as well. Yeah, the VNAV was a bit funky. The top descent point as well. And I don't know why I did a dirty dive after passing that altitude. It should do a continuous descent on this on arrival, but yeah, the behaviour of the aircraft at the higher altitude was quite realistic with the higher thrust settings, the impact of higher density altitude. You could feel it. So yeah, very good flight, I'd say. And once again, thank you to everyone that participated in this group flight. Usually the numbers are a little lower if we're outside of Europe and stuff like that, but I think we had a good 20-25 people take part. So thank you once again for all of your participation. Is what makes the group flight fun. Excellent. Right, I've logged off the VATSIM network. Thanks again to all the people who participated and for the great ATCs. We listened to this midnight jazz music from my playlist. Let's start the funky replay music instead. There we are. Let's see if the replay works. I've already selected it on. Been on stand for a while, so I will drag it slightly. I think my last stream crashed in the Feeder 747. Ah, very good. Oh, it's gone for the other runway. Oh. See all the condensations on the wing. Oh, you can't actually quite see the touchdown point because it was quite sloped. I think that's the ortho tile. Oh, bye-bye. Might have to rearrange where I put the camera. Yeah, I think that's just the ortho tile. Probably isn't quite like that. Steady. Yeah, it's a bit shallow over the flare. Oh, nice. Touchdown's lovely. Oh, I love the heat blare. It's superb. Yeah, I can't really use it. Let's have a look here. So yeah, I came a bit shallow there. I flared a bit high, and then I sort of just flared again. It was, oh, lovely smooth touchdown. The sense line was spot on. Yeah, can't complain about that. There wasn't much wind though, was there? Let's look from the tower. Very nice. It's like a tiny little flare. Oh, I love it how the animation of the gear as well. Yeah, landing behaviour is very nice. Cool. Well, there we are. That's it. Another group flight complete. 53 of them. That's insane. 53 group flights. There we are. First time ever going to... Well, we haven't done many MOGFs in Africa. I think this might be the third or fourth one. Maybe not even that. South Africa, I remember. Morocco ones. So yeah, third or fourth here. But yeah, fantastic ATC for all the controllers. Drop a message to FATS in North East Africa as well. Look out for the events there as well. I don't think they get a huge amount of traffic. But I enjoyed flying in on Friday to Nairobi and then today to Addis Ababa. So look out for more events we can take part again in the future. Once again, for all of you here, thank you for your continued support as members. Really appreciate it, and for participating in the group flights as well. Getting numbers up too. We'll do another one in about 4 or 5 weeks' time in the middle of June. We'll discuss where to go next in Discord, of course. So yeah, once again, thank you indeed, all of you, for your continued support. So yeah, that's it for a few days. Back to work on Tuesday, and I've got a lot of preparation for my theory ground school to do tomorrow, which I wish to do, and then I've got to drive to be out of base. So yeah, I will keep you posted about my progress and stream maybe some points. I mean, on late sims all week, so maybe I'll keep you posted. You know how it is. All right, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio. Well, I have absolutely no idea what's happening here. Yeah, ortho? Yes, yeah, alright, well, there we go. Cheers, guys, bye. I'll edit that out, no one will ever notice anything.